I should have listened to what you said before you said
Yeah,
it.
yeah. My mama.
That's
Yeah, my
actually
mom.
wise.
Yeah, my mom said never give a woman money, just pay the bill because she said when you give her money, you're gonna feel entitled that she owes you something and stuff like that. So just pay the bill. So hey, baby, I'm late on the phone. All right, cool. I'm gonna pay the phone bill. I'm late on the light. All right, cool. I'm gonna pay the light bill. Now you get to keep the money that you was supposed to spend for the bill, and you keep it in your pocket. So it's like I gave it to you. I
Right.
eliminated the bill.
That makes sense.
Yeah, shout out to my mama. Shout out to Connie Monte for that, man. Never give a
But
woman money, pay the bill.
pay the bill.
Salute,
Pay
mama.
the bill.
Like yourself, like you
Like
pay
you pay the bill. If she laid on the phone bill, pay the if she need the lights on, pay the light bill.
That's
Rent. She need she like 500 short on rent, nigga pay the rent. Pay the bill. Because you never know. Yeah, you never know because she could take that money you give her and go spend it on another nigga.
That's what I was just about to say too. You never know what she do with that money.
You never know what she really doing with that money. One, she could be lying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What she could be lying. So just
I mean, yeah, you're not lying.
Yeah. So yeah, for all you fellas out there, don't give a woman money. Pay the bill.
Hey, we treat junkies on the street like that. Them boy comes and say, hey man, like two of them approach me at the gas station. Hey man, you got like 4 quarters or whatever. I'm like, bro, I don't have no cash, but I can go in here and buy you something to drink. Hey, all that enthusiasm instantly went to, yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean?
them niggas ain't really need. Nah. Yeah, it's all a trick, bro. It's all a trick.
Carl, I know you got it on. What the score look like?
Shoot, Jason Tatum, that light skin. It's crazy that Bama he was at the homie house and he told his homie like, hey, nigga, Jason Tatum ain't who y'all think he is. You starting to see it now.
I've been told niggas that though. I've been told niggas that about Tatum Town. The reason why I said that about Tatum Town, one thing that stood out to me, you feel me? I bet at my uncle Chill Town, dog. I fuck with Chill Town. I know if you see this I love you to death, man. But Tatum not it, man. The reason why Tatum not it, Javon, that offense, I don't know if you watched the Celtics.
Score check 154. My bad.
But the thing with the Celtics, the offense can initiate through like 6 different people besides Tatum. Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis, Al Horford, Derek White. Whereas if you look in the league, other teams ain't got that luxury, like 6 deep. Like, bro, our offense can start through 6 different people. Like, think about that. It's a lot of possessions where Jason Tatum don't even come past half court, and his team didn't really did what they needed to do. I'm not mad at it. It's just I get mad at it when you be like, oh, he the top small forward, and he a top 5 player in the league. Then that's when I just start scratching my head because if you look at every other team dynamic, them other top players, like, yeah, they got good teams, but they don't have that. Like, they don't have that good a team. Like,
bro, the devil in the details. Like, you gotta know
like, bro,
how the game is being played.
SGA got to come down court, bro. He can't just chill and everything be all right. You feel me? Like, yeah, he might have a possession or two where he don't touch the ball, but like, listen, this nigga Tatum can chill, my nigga. Like, he literally can chill on offense, take horrible shots. The nigga do this little weak ass sidestep 3-pointer. The nigga 6'10", and if he really wanted to get to the basket, he really could be elite at it, like, because he's 6'10". You feel me? Like, I tell niggas, like, a nigga that's 6'10" like that can move, he a headache. I mean, whether you like him or not.
Is he a more skilled Giannis? And do you agree with Jason Kidd saying that Jaylen Brown is actually the best player?
He is.
I agree because that's why I'll go. That's what I'll go get back to my point. When they need a bucket or when they in crunch time, that nigga touch the ball every possession. Like literally, I saw like 5 straight possessions where Tatum did not touch the ball, but Jaylen Brown do. Like, he makes sure he's in the mix to get the ball. Like he attack, whether he attacking to the ball, he's setting a screen, like he doing something to get the ball. You feel me? Whereas Jason Tatum kind of like, oh, I'm gonna let y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all do y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like
he's he's not really the alpha. He's more like a LeBron. Like he rather facilitate or pass it off. Or whatever.
A lot of people gonna get mad at me, but I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say yeah, bro. And what's crazy is I ain't gonna act like he not an alpha because he does have a skill set to be one. But obviously, like in them times where you should be asserting that, you know what I'm saying? It's just some about it that he don't want to. Like I watch the dude. I really be watching the dude.
When we saw anybody else who was considered the top of their position, the ball was gonna be in their hands when it all mattered, you know. So I can see that.
But for him to be 6'10", though, if he just really turn that switch on, it'll be a problem. Right. Major problem.
Now, how old is this nigga?
He only 25.
You need to get some type of fire up.
Yeah, a lot of folks don't realize that shit. That nigga's still young. I think he might even be 24. He made it to the finals like when he was like 18, 19. So that's why niggas really be on his dick. But like that goes back to what I was saying, bro. Like the team, like I don't know.
The team.
Because like all the head coaches stayed the same, right? So look, they had Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens did a good job. Then he became like GM or something like that. He became like some front office exec. And the last two coaches they had, Ime Udoka and not Musai, but what's the dude name they got right now?
Him.
Him. Yeah. I can't remember his name right now, but the light-skinned dude they got right now, the young dude. Right. Anyway, both of them come from up under the Brad Stevens cloth. So it's like they able to like it's not like they got a formula in Boston that's going to win. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't veer too far.
System quarterback.
Yeah, literally, like they went from Udoka to who they got now. So it's like, and both of them came up under Brad Stevens. So it's like
that nigga Udoka was a freaky ass nigga, man.
Nah, that's what you get from motherfucking
drinking the milk.
Nah, not even playing with the milk, bro. Shitting where you sleep at. Literally shitting where you sleep at. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Like literally, you shitting in your bed, bro. Like, why you do that? Why you do that, bro? You have to see her every day.
And he had a beautiful black woman at home.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Damn.
A beautiful black woman, and I guess that wasn't good enough for him.
But you know what they say? We never know what
well, you never know. Yeah, you never know the full situation. Maybe Nia Long wasn't trying to give him some poom, nigga.
Wasn't putting out.
Yeah.
Maybe she's not. You know, she's just that unbearable. You never know.
You never know. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we ain't gonna. Yeah, there was probably a reason why we had to step out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So man. Yeah,
we all know the reasons he be stepping out, but it's like shit. My brother Bill Bellamy gave us a movie on what to do.
On how to do it too.
Like that's why I be getting mad. That's why we got mad at our homie Shaq, bro. Like a nigga literally made a movie on what to do.
You know, Udoka didn't see that though. I'm willing to bet he ain't never seen that movie.
He was calling LeBron a pussy and shit. Like I mean, come on, bro, talking like that.
And if he
had to seen something.
Well, pussy is universal though.
But I mean, like aggressively though to LeBron though. I mean, he was aggressive with it though. He was like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like, I'm like, damn. But I don't know. You're right though. He may probably didn't even see that shit. A lot of niggas ain't seen.
Ain't he African?
Yeah, well, but that's why basically
niggas ain't never watched How to Be a Player.
Yeah, that's why I was basically getting at.
And then they didn't study it. And if they did watch it, they watch it just to laugh. And then
how the fuck he get me alone?
Because he's African, tall, and works for the Celtics.
What the fuck they like African niggas for?
I mean, I don't think it's an African thing. I think it's a work for the Celtics thing.
Well, I mean, yeah. Athletes.
Hey, you get a job. You get a job with the Celtics tomorrow. You tell me what your pussy scope looking like.
You're right.
That's gonna be a lot. I don't know.
What you say, Carl?
It's gonna be a lot of milk. A lot of niggas ain't never been to Boston.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of milk.
Speaking of milk, we finna talk about this. That boy went milk hunting. And found out he lactose intolerant. I'm talking to you, mister.
Who?
I'm talking to mister up there.
We can't talk about our private life out here on
I'm talking about you with the milk. Yeah, you can talk about that milk. That boy went vitamin D searching. And he found out the best vitamin D is
I was messing with the milk all summer. I don't think I'm gonna do no more.
He don't want to do it no more.
I'm gonna do it.
Just that quick.
Yeah,
one day into the milk run. One day into being the milkman.
Yeah, I was the milkman for a minute.
One day into being the milkman, he found out he lactose. And that a bitch. He was hyping this up. Man, wait till I get my milkman card, man. I can't wait.
Carl,
I'll be delivering milk all summer.
Let me ask you: was this the reason why you felt you could bring me a speed? I thought we was doing the speed date thing, man.
We are. We still got that date coming for you.
Oh yeah, definitely you, my brother.
But the head honcho was lactose, man. We can't have no damn.
Nah. Because we still can do it, man. We hypocrites over here, baby. We practice a lot of shit we don't believe in. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm lactose. Difference is I've known that.
Yeah, I'm lactose like mud.
I didn't know I was lactose. It's just I don't know. It's just like when the milk, like it's like I get happy. You know what I'm saying? And then when like the glass of milk is in front of me and it's like
damn.
I mean, I knew it was gonna be milk, but it's just like so underwhelming.
Hey man, we don't want to make this racist, man. Shout out to all the beautiful.
It ain't racist, brother. It's just shit, brother. A preference, brother.
I'm just not gonna lie to you. I didn't took
wrapped in
that milk
gold.
It's just not for me, man. But shout out to all the brothers that can deal with it. Because I'm loudmouth, ignorant. I like to joke all the time. White women don't get that. That's why it's just really not a match. Anything, we can't have no conversation about racism. So I was talking to the white girl when we was on a date. I was like, well, black people haven't done anything since segregation. We haven't created. What do you mean? Black rap music? Woo woo. I can't do this, bro.
Yeah, that's what they run to. When they run the rap music, hey man, I don't talk to them.
Black people really
successful.
I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
You know what? That shows you know they've been rehearsing. You know,
right.
Like, let me find one thing that I can. You know, I'm pro.
I can step behind this.
Don't ever
love Drake. I love Drake. He's a great artist.
Sexy Red.
I'm gonna say this though, and I hope you clip this for all the young men and the young ladies out there. When dating outside your race, I don't care who you love who you love. That's your business. But when dating outside your race, you have to remember these two things. They either fuck with you or fuck with the image of you. Don't let that slip over your head. That's clipped. Message. Make sure that's clipped. Make sure that's clipped, man.
That's clipped right there.
Those who get it. Those who don't.
Aha.
Yeah. Make sure, boy. Because, man, if she don't bring you, because we had a little homie at the crib. He got him a little, what do you say, a native?
Yeah, Native American.
A little Native American Mexican drink. They've been allegedly dating for 8 months. And I said, damn, bro, you ain't meet the parents yet? Nah, bro. You ain't meet the parents in 8 months? Damn. All right, you had to be on FaceTime with them. Nah, bro. Oh, yeah, nigga, they don't like your black ass.
Right.
They don't like your black ass. They don't like your black ass. Because I was telling my nephew, he has a little Asian drink. You know how the Asians are. They've been dating for a year. They had a sophomore dance or whatever for high school. Man, they weren't even at the house, and they took the pictures, I think, at her house, and she still ain't meet the bro.
Oh yeah, with the Asians, well, that shit ain't gonna happen. I was just watching a reel with a girl over in Japan, beautiful, mixed breed. But her mom and dad literally had to like tell the grandma after the granddad died, like they was together, type shit. Like that's really how deep it was rooted. Like she literally had to tell like the mom after. I was like, bro, that's why they was together for almost like 10, 20 years before they was comfortable or able to tell.
So let me ask y'all a question, because I just saw a video on this, and it was a compilation of Asian Americans trying to explain their way out of it, or like give a rationale, and they were basically saying that the pale people kind of train them to think like that before they get over here, and it's really like their parents and grandparents that it's more out of fear of what they've been told about us, so they kind of stay off. And I guess it was like the younger generation's way of saying like it's really just ignorance. And does that matter if like the girlfriend or whatever may be like, well, they're retarded, and the older generation dies off with that belief? You kind of get what I'm saying? Or it just is what it is all the way around?
I don't know, bro.
Because if we think about it like it is what it is all the way around, then you might as well stay within your race, because every race is gonna have that typically, because whiteness is anti-blackness, period. And everybody,
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
This one thing I want to say, bro. I'm dealing with it up at the school. You remember we talked about it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
People could take it how they want, but I'll probably say when it comes to like with milk, yeah, that shit really matter with the milk. Like you can't really gloss over that shit, because dog, that shit is so embedded in the soil, bro. Like they just like do and say racist shit just subconsciously, like, and they just really be oblivious to it. I'm like, nigga, you really go do this right now? And they like, what? All right, what? What are you talking like, bro? Like, this shit really could start a civil war. How you acting right now? You know what I'm saying? Whereas them other groups, they probably like don't fuck with you. You could probably ask Carl if I'm wrong, but it's like they don't interact with you enough to like, if they don't condone of it, they let you know from their silence almost.
Mm-hmm.
If you get what I'm saying, or they distantness. Versus with the milk, they all up in your face. Oh, that's nice hair you got right there. Oh, you actually work. They do like little antagonizing shit like that. Like, oh shit, you got a job like that? Like, the fuck out my face, bro. Like now I don't like you. Like now me and your daughter finna go, and I'm really finna take it out on the goods.
It's just a subconscious thing, man. Like they tell us in basic school, you got opposites, man. Like if we're one way, they gotta be the opposite way.
That's
And
true.
I always say the relationship between vanilla and chocolate in this country is like the worst narcissistic relationship ever. You got like one side that's been abusive, uses the other side, like never lets him get up, and this side is constantly trying to be loved and still trying to fit in and figure out why. It's just crazy to me. But they need you, but they don't like you.
It's only because our women.
How you mean?
Explain that. Ooh, that's deep. I need you to go into that one.
You know, I don't like talking on them that much.
Elaborate.
I don't like talking on them that much, but it's more of them than us, right? So if our women will stop being so accepted and be so quick to work their job, and I get it, everybody need money, but I don't know if y'all ever noticed how like women like really treat work, my nigga. Like they really be like loyal to that shit. You feel me? Faithful. Like no matter how much shit they talk about their job, they still be there 5 minutes early. Like they still go back on time. Like, you know, with us, you know, Javon like, oh, fuck my job. We might show up 30 minutes late the next day. Like, cause it's really like, fuck my job, nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm calling in tomorrow. Like, I have times where I was like, bro, man, I was just like, man, fuck work. I'm calling in tomorrow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, from what I noticed, them females, like, they might voice their displeasures about work, but they ain't really just finna. Like, you know how men are just like up and quit a job, bro? They don't do that shit.
Yeah.
I could be, but they don't do shit like that.
I mean, it go back to a lot of things. If we go all the way to the Bible and the so-called serpent got in Eve's ear, it's the same strategy. Like, if we can entice your woman with something that you don't have, we print money, you don't, then we can pull her away from you and we'll win regardless. If your queen is working in an opposite direction. But on a deeper level, I just think it's just a sense of security that women need, you know? They need that sense of security, whereas us, we're more like adventure or journey based, and you know, the realest amongst us will venture off. We know we don't need anything to be sustained like them. Like we go get from the world and bring back to them. So you know, they kind of undercut us and they preach in their ear that they don't need us. Why? Because we can give you a little job sitting at a desk doing nothing, making a whole bunch of. I don't want to say it like that. That's crazy because all women are, you know, very intelligent and all of that. But it's an age-old tactic. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Maybe if we created more jobs and stuff and we got together and worked together, then we could pull them away from that.
That's also true.
Yeah. It's also true, but we still gonna need their help.
Yeah, of course.
Like I said, black woman is the most educated.
That's the only reason that the alphabet shit grew as big as it did because of the support from them.
Mm-hmm.
A B C D E F.
Yeah. However you want to say, the alphabet boys.
Yeah.
They had a new letter every day.
But see, this didn't just start recently. You know, they started the whole feminism wave like in the 50s or 60s, if I'm not mistaken.
I told a chick this though, Javon. First wave feminism was needed. They was beating the shit out them bitches, raping them, basically raping them, having kids. So it's like shit. If you want to go to work, baby, like you should be able to go to work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Pause, because what you're saying is deep. So I want to ask you some questions.
Yeah, talk to me.
Who was beaten? Like all women wasn't being beaten and raped and all of that. Like,
well, I ain't gonna say it like rape, but you know, grandma.
Well,
you know,
being
white people really was big on that.
Oh, okay. So stop. So that's what I mean by the whole serpent getting in the ear, because what was happening is their women was going. We always knew how to treat our women now.
Yeah.
Remember now, we can't say we come from Black Wall Street and we was kangs all the way to the beginning of time and not know how to treat our women. We taught these motherfuckers how to wash off. Come on now. So what happened is the same thing that they always do. In order to get any degeneracy flowing on the planet, they first need a poster child in us to allow it. You know what I mean? Like, look at it, it's happening today. There's all type of degeneracy going on, but they always have to have a melanated man or woman in the front of it. A lot of Diddy activity going on, but he is the one that we're gonna think of when we think of that, instead of the motherfuckers playing with churn. So back then it was Becky them going through that with their man, because his little man complex or whatever the reason was. We wasn't going through that, but when they got a sister to march with them, now over time they forget we didn't have that problem. So it's like we sitting at the drum board. How do we break up their family? Oh, we know they're emotional based people. They react to this. You know, they're so loving, accepting. We can pray off that. They might have created that whole psyop. That's why they call us minorities. It's not because of a number. It's because we act as minors.
Yeah, what they say, 2/3 of the planet covered in black. They said literally black. They said literally black. I'm talking about all the afros, not even like Mexican, like literally Afro Latina, like black Latina.
That's
all
what
that's
what the whole revelation is about. Like in a real time, in a 2024 sense, when we realize that all of this shit is bullshit, everything is bullshit, everything they taught us, minority this, all of it's a lie. So then we start looking for the truth and we find out These people are about that big compared to everything, and we let them run every. Yeah,
Everything.
I mean, and they tell us in our face since we were kids. Look at the story of ants. There was 1,000,000 ants and a couple grasshoppers. Ants couldn't get it together, so they will put to work. When they worked together, they overcame that shit. Story of David and Goliath. Like it's all throughout history, man. But we, as spiritual beings, want to believe in this capitalistic society, so we die like men in it.
Well, I guess we can get into. I don't know, man. Female sports is the only thing. Well, we got the finals going on right now. Current score update: Boston 69, Dallas 63.
Oh, there's a new STD that surfaced. I'm saying, yeah, there's a new STD that surfaced. They said there was a man that went to. Damn, he was a homosexual man that went to, I think, somewhere out the country. Don't quote me just yet, but he went somewhere out the country, then came to California and spreaded it. But it was, I think, discovered in New York, some crazy stuff. But he was having homosexual, and it's like a fungus. They said he woke up and his inner thigh was red. He kept scratching it. Yeah. Yeah, it's deep.
Is there a name for this?
Let me see. That joint's crazy.
Hey, I know one thing we got to bring up. Y'all gonna give me my flowers on Bam, bring up that WNBA, that WNBA discovery.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Yep, I got you. First case of sexually transmitted form ringworm in the U.S. It was published Wednesday in JAMA Dermatology by doctors in NYU. Langone Health in New York comes as clinicians worldwide increasingly say they are having trouble treating the fungal infections. We think a lot about the antibacterial resistance, but this is a very important time to think about the antifungal resistance, said Mohammed Ghannoun, a professor of dermatology at the Case Western Reserve University School of Medicine in Cleveland. He was not involved in the report.
So it's a wingworm?
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't something crazy, buddy.
That ain't new.
It's not as an STD though, I think. But it was discovered by homosexual sex.
Oh God.
Yeah, they said the nigga that did this joint was gay.
Well, here's the question. I argue that all STDs come from some type of sexual perversion, or in a lab. Like, which one is it? Is it the homosexuality or is it lab created?
Well, I think it started with white people having sex with them animals.
Yeah, right. Damn, Carl. Shit.
Yeah.
Where has Carl been the whole time? He have a bad experience with some 2% milk, and all of a sudden, he turned into philosopher Carl now. Damn.
They cavemen.
He got the do-rag on today.
Yeah, I do. So called today.
Yeah. But go ahead, man. Expound, bro.
Yeah, I think that's where the STD came from them having sex with animals and stuff. But you still see it in today's world, bro. I think they said a white woman was trying to take a horse penis.
Mm-hmm.
So it shows that it's still in their biology to have sex with animals, and I think that's where majority of it started. I think STDs were created from homosexual sex and having sex with animals.
I agree.
Yeah, I think that's yeah. And God wasn't pleased, and He said, "Okay, cool. I'm going to curse you forever."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't get it. All these beautiful women out here, you niggas want to have sex with men.
Now you see why I keep giving the chocolate a try, huh?
Shoot, but they be letting the gay nah, they be letting the gay niggas hit too now.
You know,
Yeah.
Eve got the snake in her ear still, man.
You said what?
I said Eve still has the snake in her ear talking to her.
Oh, yeah.
She ain't in her right mind right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Javon lucky, man, because I got 126, bro. Like it's annoying, but Javon said you gotta like mold them. No kids, so it's like
What in this life come to us that we don't have to shape into our own? Or like what? When you first started to play football, it was a grind. When you go to school, it's a grind. You go to work, it's a grind. What in our life comes that didn't require a little of our molding and shaping? And I mean, I hate to sound like a Bible basher, but all of these things are in our face. Like they say Adam was created first, and then Eve came, and he had to teach her. And the reason why things got fucked up is because he wasn't guiding and protecting her, and she got away. Like, so what makes you think that she gonna come just equipped, knowing everything and how to do everything? Like, I don't know. It's just a way to think about it. Because I'm not sitting up here telling nobody put up with no dumb shit either.
oh nah, yeah.
But if you can see that, if you lay something down and they can adjust to it, then you might need to just be patient. That's the thing about leadership too. I'm reading this book, Self-Aware Leader. Like it just reminds us that as leaders, sometimes we want to be so far out in the front. Like we know how it's supposed to be that we kind of lose traction of how other people move. And because we can adapt so fast, we might get impatient. Like, you know, they still a human with their own type of shit and their own ways and everything too. So especially when you're talking about marriage in a lifetime. You're talking about a lifetime. You know how much dumb shit our grandparents probably went through? Like
Crazy stuff.
you see what I'm saying? Like, and shoot, my granny had told me, like, she kept it real with me. Like, I'd be like, Granny boy, like, I can't find nothing that got like your type. And she was like, well, you know, I was young once too, you know, like,
I don't know. They were young with a little bit more discipline. You know,
oh yeah, of course.
and obedience.
Oh yeah, of course.
They used to get hit. They used to get it hit, bro. I'm trying to tell you, it is a difference when you. It is a difference when you know you can possibly get hit, man. You know this, bro. I ain't even for to act like that, man. You know, granddaddy and them was thumping the shit out of grandma. Don't do that. They call it disciplining your woman.
What Charleston White say?
Yeah. That nigga said, this is my bitch. I love my bitch. How come if I love my kid, I can whoop my kid?
Right.
I can't whoop my woman.
They do say disciplinary actions is a sign of love because but if you think about it though, you wouldn't beat the hell out of a prostitute if she went on and had sex with another nigga. You don't care. But you would possibly beat your woman if you came home and she had sex with another man. So that is, that's a negative love language, I should say.
See, I agree with you, Carl, but it's kind of weird. I'm gonna reach for something right quick. Like they're trying to like blur gender roles and all this stuff, and I never really agree with that. But when I think about it, it might be something righteous that can come out of that, because I never understood why we don't, like, as children we have two different, like a girl can hit a boy and a boy is taught not to hit a girl. That one little bullshit right there sets the tone for a whole bunch of fuckery in life. You know what I mean? Like you're teaching, instead of saying nobody hits anybody, it's kind of like we're the only ones that got discipline. Like, and so when you grow up, most of the time, not everybody, y'all, but when you grow up, it's like we're used to getting a foot in our ass if we don't do right. We're used to being told no, even if we do right. And it's like they grew up in La La Land. So yep. How do we expect, you know, unless she was raised with the father or male influence or brothers, that she can see how rough it is or how the reality of stuff is? They're still living in Walt Disneyland, you know? Don't put no work in for nothing. You're supposed, like, if I slip once, I can call you out, but you literally fulfill none of your roles. You don't even know what your role is. And if I try to tell you, that's gonna start off like, and this is just some low level shit that you may go through. It ain't every woman, none of that.
Not,
So y'all don't get your
not every
panties in a
woman.
bunch. There are some magnificent men and women out here doing the thing, but we are talking for talking's sake. And yeah, I just, what y'all think about that? Like, we kind of set up from the beginning. My mom always told me, if we was in front of the teacher and they'd be like, boys don't hit girls and stuff, she played a role, but when she pulled me to the side, she'd be like, hey, motherfucker hit you, you hit him back. Simple. Boy, girl, dog, whatever.
Moral of the story: keep your hands
I will say this.
to yourself.
I will say this because that shit fucked me up, and I hate my mama for that. I got my ass whooped by a girl at summer camp for that. I thought you weren't supposed to whoop a girl, and she was way bigger than me. She whooped my ass, bro. Like, really, like, whooped me. And like, niggas was like, bro, like, they was like, why you ain't fight back, bro? They was like, bro, you don't hit girls. They was like, bro, fuck that shit, bro. She was fucking you up. And I was just like,
you were in a no-win situation right there, because if you would have fought her back and knocked her out, they would have been like, bam, you don't hit girls. That's just how life goes. But I'll be honest with you, I had a situation like that just like in high school, bro. Like, I'm walking on one side of the hallway and a girl walking on this side, and I had known this female, but I'm walking up the way, she comes all the way over here and literally just bumps me. So I'm thinking, like, is this a joke? Like, I'm like, watch where you going, with a smile on my face, like, damn. She starts, this motherfucker, that talking shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, she walked up on me, pushed me, bam. You heard me. I'm talking about, I don't know what the fuck is the problem. So I'm trying to walk away, bitch, push me again. Look at, hey, the teacher standing right there. I'm like, boy, y'all better get this bitch. Like, you see this shit? Try to walk off again. She pushed me again. So I was like, yo, y'all better get this bitch out of my face or something like that. I turn around and walk off. She in the back of my head. So my natural reaction after I was to turn around and as I did that shit, I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? Like, but like what the fuck do you expect to happen? Like, so I'm pretty sure her thinking that boys are not supposed to hit girls led her to hit me 4 times before she got hit. So how can we really expect anything any different right now?
Keep your hands, feet, and objects to yourself.
To yourself.
Realest piece of information anyone could ever have.
Facts.
Keep your hands and your feet to yourself, ladies and gentlemen. It's that simple. Walk away.
That's what I do.
Yo, walk away.
That shit get your shit broke, though, bro. I hate that shit too.
Yeah, bro. Just walk away, bro. You don't even gotta do that for real. Walk away. Stay out of the way and walk away. Please.
Yeah.
Punch and run. That's what they'll say. Punch and run.
Don't do that, because you might punch somebody faster than you.
Did you start recording already when we talked about when is the best time to ask for money?
Oh, good. All right. So bring that back. So we calls for a question, America. When do y'all think is the best time for a girl to ask?
We already talked about this when we was recording?
No.
Oh, when is the best time to?
I think he hit it right after we got done. Y'all go ahead.
When was the best time? I think we did talk about this, man. I think it was. Yeah, no, we didn't. Yeah, we said pay a bill and don't give her money.
Yeah. Mama, we had this shout out Mama on that.
We had to shout out Mom. So I think we did talk about this. No, never mind it, man. Because I remember.
Hey, Bam, you don't want to touch on that topic?
Yeah, I'm trying to send it. So
you want to leave it alone?
No. I'm trying to send it so I can show it.
I don't know, Carl. You're gonna have to start giving me a little credit, man, because it's like the last 3 weeks I'll be saying some shit, and then throughout the week it just comes back like lightning speed. I told you milk causes osteoporosis last week. You didn't listen, and you had an experience. I told you that they may be having like some transgender shit going on in the NBA, and you gotta pay attention. And bam.
You really think Caitlin Clark is a trend?
Well, me and Bam talked about it, and even if it's not her, it's still a possibility. So with the possibility, I'm just saying, don't close your mind to it, because we know how these people go. We can't talk all that stuff we just talked, then expect them to do as we would do with these type of things, which is just let the best athletes play. They can't do that. There's always an agenda. There's always more. And that more is really just to get you off or get us off and keep us off square and what we're supposed to be doing. But yeah, Bam, go ahead, open that up.
Oh, they say Laisha Clarendon, first publicly out trans non-binary woman player. But I think she was born a woman. Could be wrong, but
what does that mean? Like,
yeah, I'm gonna need you to break that one down.
So she'll I don't know about the non-binary shit, but
out trans and non-binary.
Yeah. So I think she's out. So she's a girl, but she wants to be a dude.
All right, so it's still along. Let's just pretend like what I'm saying is true.
She's a girl who wants to be a dude.
This is the next step in social conditioning to get your boundaries eroded. For when they do step out and say, "Oh, this is that is this, and this is what we're gonna do." And Bam asked a good question. He was like, "Yo, you know, leagues like the NFL and NBA aren't exclusively for men. They don't say that, but he was like, why wouldn't they do that for the bigger leagues?" And my answer to that, Carl, was like, if I got a proven product, why am I gonna risk something that like I'm gonna try my bullshit with the product that ain't turned a profit over in 30 years first? Like, I'm not gonna go over here and do that with the NFL or NBA, not first. Even though they're trying that too, you see more rumors of gay coaches coming up, all of that. Like they tried it with the Michael Sam thing a couple years ago, and the reaction wasn't well enough. They had to fade him out.
Yeah, that shit was too graphic, bro.
Tongue kissed.
Man, that nigga grabbed that nigga, man. That nigga grabbed another man like it was a woman. I said, oh man, what the fuck? I was like, bro, kids watching this.
I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't a part of a fraternity and they gave him that script and blueprint and he was dumb enough to go with it and it didn't work.
That's a big ass nigga. That's a big bitch, bro. That's huge, bro. No Diddy, 6'6", flat. Man, that nigga grabbed that nigga. I said, oh man, that shit just didn't sit right with me. A nigga that big.
Now, when you combine stuff like that with a chocolate-faced president standing up there saying he ain't got no problem with gay marriage and stuff, they're trying to paint an image, because remember now, they say so-called AIDS either came from monkeys, which they like to reference us as code words, or they say it's because of how many women we would get, which makes no sense when you think about it. So they're always trying to paint everything degenerate with us on it. So if somebody was to say that all that shit came from them, you would believe it, because they can pull up these little things in their bullshit media that track important times. Like when Michael Sam did that shit, that was like, man, that it was big in the sense that we knew that this existed, but to see that on TV, like y'all was saying, to see that on TV, what kind of mass ritual was that just went out on the people? That shit was crazy, bro.
Yeah, I kind of felt violated when I saw that shit, man.
Sickening.
I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? I said, like I said, do what you do, bro. But that shit
there was no need for need for him to for them to bring that to light. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to be accepted for who you are, there's still a way you could go about that. You know? You carry yourself like a man amongst men, and maybe you say, hey, y'all, I don't want to hide no secrets, but this is what I do. whatever. That's one thing. I don't agree with it, but that's one thing. But why did you have to do the whole crying and kissing up on them on TV? Like, and years later, now you got niggas painting their fingernails and stuff. And, like, come on, man.
You would never get your fingernails painted?
Would I?
Yeah.
No. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't, huh?
It says it's a fashion thing.
Yeah, but it's a lot you can get away with in the name of fashion. That shit's still zesty as a motherfucker.
Yeah, they say wearing dresses is
Yeah, shout out to Russell Westbrook.
a lot of them niggas can put on dresses.
Yeah, but
all of them niggas.
He hurt me the most with that shit, though. I ain't gonna lie. He hurt me the most with that.
Really?
Yeah, because like, first off, you know, I'm gonna get weird with it, but Russell is my fellow Scorpio brother. So like the way he carried himself through the Thunder days, and we saw KD being a cupcake, you always like, you know, Russ, you know, yeah, I vote for him. But he signed that deal to go play with LeBron, and next thing you know, before the season started, he flowing with the wind with his Young Thug skirt on. Come on, man.
How do you feel
that's
about
like seeing
OBJ?
your favorite. That's like how I felt when I saw Errol Spence like getting knocked by Terrence Crawford. Like that wasn't supposed to happen, bro. Like I gotta sit down and reanalyze myself because I put that much. Like I rocked with you, and you came out to be this. I got to reassess life.
How do you feel about OBJ?
And what about OBJ? Man, that's another freaky dude too.
Scorpio.
Another one of my Scorpio brothers, man. I don't know.
Y'all just going out bad right now. Drake
going
freaky.
out bad. Drake
freaky as hell. Ramsey was on the good track. Now he fuck with.
Yeah. Ramsey turned right now.
What Jalen do?
You remember you remember he had the black baby mama when he was in Jackson.
Oh yeah, the way he did his baby mama.
Well, I don't know. I guess shit fall out, but it's crazy. That nigga hop straight to the light. Milk, horchata and milk.
Oh, he got a white woman?
She like one of them little Barbie doll Mexican bitches, pretty much white. Yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Ben. When he did that, it did disappoint me. But when I saw how he did Golden Tate in response, I was like, well, that nigga must have been right.
Yeah, he did pick that nigga up, boy. That nigga got through the block.
Hey, Bam, we all know ball don't lie, right?
Yeah.
Well, if ball don't lie was a person on the football field, goddamn.
Man. He went through the block and picked that nigga ass up, boy. Like that.
Yeah.
Hey, all the nigga go back home and say, sis, I tried.
That's all the crazy.
I was so mad when I interviewed that nigga. I couldn't ask that. No, I want.
Oh snap! You interviewed him.
Yeah, I interviewed Golden Tate.
I see that. And when you okay, so talk about. So when you interviewed him, you didn't really want to ask him that question.
I did, but Trent always was like, "Yeah, bro, don't." I gotta respect
you
him.
shouldn't do that.
I gotta respect him
because that's
like
that's family matters, man.
Yeah, so it's just like I can't even disrespect my nigga Trent like that.
And respect to Golden Tate and Miss Breonna Tate. We don't know what goes on in the details and all of that, but from the outside looking in, I wish Jalen would have stuck with his day one. It just makes the story better. But again, we're not these people. We don't know.
Yeah, Jalen did say the same shit a lot of people do say though. He said they was better off friends because that's what they had started. Like a lot of people say that shit though.
You can't be a friends with a female you putting your raw penis in, man.
Nah, right. he said it shouldn't have got to that level is basically what they saying. They was better off just being friends how they once was instead of exploring that level.
From the outside looking in, it looks like the powers that be, they hand extends in the NFL too. You in Jacksonville, little market, you got a big mouth, you got stardom. You thought you were too big for that market. You weaseled your way out. They sent you to LA where they knew they were gonna have a predetermined Super Bowl to pay for the stadium that they built. And to go to Hollywood, you gotta give up something. I'm telling you. I used to watch, like, remember, I'm a Jaguar fan. They would have like documentaries of him, how he moved, being at home and stuff, and like no signs. Again, you don't know what they put on camera, but it's just funny to me. You leave everything and then you go to LA. You get one of them little cookie cutter, one of them little light skin tall things that come with the package deal, and it's kind of funny. The timing just looks funny. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. I respect these people. I don't want to talk about their personal lives. I mean, for real, because I feel like one of them niggas I be looking at online, like, why are you talking about that shit? You don't even know. But that timing was funny to me. And maybe it's just because I'm such a big Jaguars fan. I'm still kind of hurt Jalen didn't stay in Jacksonville, but,
There's nothing wrong with that, bro. Let it out, bro. Fuck that nigga.
Yeah. Let it out.
Bitch ass nigga. Jalen, you a bitch, nigga.
Oh,
a great
hey,
you ain't said that.
This is a great your emotions.
You know that's my Scorpio brother too, man. We just roasting all the Scorpio men, man. I'm the only one holding it down right now.
Holding it down. Maybe you and we go find somebody else that's holding it down.
Future,
yeah, Future. He's like, man, that's what we gotta rely on. I'm good.
I'll go one deep.
Yeah, Future. That's a good dude. He take care of his kids. He a real nigga.
Does he?
How do we know that he doesn't?
Is sending money really taking care of your kids?
How do you know that's all he does? Future doesn't post on social media like that, though.
I mean, shit, them a lot of places to be, though.
How do you know, nigga? All he does is make music.
That shit, that's his life, though. Javon can attest to this, though. Like, once you get to a certain level in that music game, your time is accounted for.
I get it, though, but how do we know this man really don't take care of his kids, though?
Yeah, I try to stay away from talking about the kids.
You can't do that, bro. And he don't be posting like that on social media, you feel me?
Only reason I say I'll go one deep is because I just can't. Like, making music, you gotta understand, it's a frequency that you gotta be tapped into. And to make the same low-level songs over and over and over and over again.
Like,
is
what the streets like.
Yeah, but that's like saying us three right now, smart as we are, putting our brains together to manipulate so we can elevate while other people's stay stuck in care. I couldn't sleep at night knowing that I contribute to that, If I'm not gonna help it, I can leave it alone, but I'm not gonna prey on it. I just saw a little video somebody put together, and that boy Juice WRLD, he was like, yeah, when I was in 6th grade, I wanted to drink lean because of Dirty Sprite 1. That's the type of stuff that be getting me, like pulling my heartstring. Like we can listen to it because we can understand it for what it is, but the people that don't have fathers in the house and guidance and structure.
He said he was in 11th grade and wanted to drink lean.
No, 6th grade.
6th grade, that's even worse.
And he died at 21 from using drugs and pills, allegedly. So how, if you're an artist, how can that's what Pimp C said they got him killed. There's no more social commentary, anything you could pull from these records that are actually progressive to us. And the things we talk about, the degeneracy that keeps us held back, these artists are paid to uphold that. I can't respect none of them. And I'm not really mad at the artists. I'm mad at the system that has our artists trapped in that cycle. Because I'm a firm believer that if these guys were free and they could really do their art, they probably wouldn't be doing that. But then I got a problem with them because whatever deal you signed, you did that. You weren't strong enough to just go back to the drawing board and figure it out. That lets me know that you're not somebody I need to be aligned with, because we don't serve the same purpose. It ain't gonna work. I'm the type of nigga that will go back home and face all the shame and adversity before I go to Diddy party. Figure this shit out.
You wouldn't even go to this party if it's just females there? Just the ladies?
No. Carl, I real life had them opportunities, bro. Like, for real. And literally.
You went to one.
Huh?
I think you went to one.
No, I ain't go to one.
You didn't go to one.
The closest, because when they was prepping me for it, I was thankful. I'm so thankful that something was telling me to remember these key moments. And like I said before, every time I would go to one of these little, hey, meet me there, it was something that they said that just didn't sit right with me. Like
what?
That just did. Like stuff like, oh, you got a girlfriend? The fuck? Yeah. Well, you gotta get rid of her. Well, you might gotta separate from your family. You know, they might hold you back, like stuff like that. Like 19 years old, I'm like, that don't make sense. You know, it just doesn't.
Nah, that's wise.
Dude, I'll tell you the last one that happened. I was in Charlotte, right? I'm not gonna call no names, but guys like prepping me along or whatever and let him hear the music or whatever. And it just goes off on a tangent. He's like, yeah, so I can see my role being like the person to keep you out of trouble. He was like, what you gonna do if you get a phone call and it's Jamie Foxx saying he wants you to come to LA and play butt naked basketball with him and like 10 other. I'm like, what the fuck is this dude saying, bro? Like, why? How are you so specific to name that person and what they'll be doing? I went home and told my girl what was said to me. And 3-4 years later, when Jamie was going through his thing and they're exposing that he plays butt naked basketball, I looked at her and I'm like, now you believe me? Like,
that's crazy.
Now you believe me? And the first thing she said was, please don't go online talking about this shit and all that. like, so all this shit that I be saying, it come from being there, like knowing this shit is true.
I think it said butt naked basketball.
And we was at a Panera Bread, and I'm like, bro, what? Like, huh?
Butt naked basketball. That's pressure right there. That's deep. Butt naked basketball.
She said it. And you could go online right now and find them reports of allegedly.
Butt naked basketball.
Diddy a freak.
There's going to be a lot of D play.
That boy, wow, boy.
There's going to be a lot of D being played.
Drink water, y'all. If you drink water, that saves you from a lot of this bullshit.
And get rest at night.
Yeah. If you get rest at night, that also saves you from a lot of this bullshit. Yeah. Drink water and get rest. Those two things, can't miss with those things.
Hey, bro.
Hey, man. So we might as well get into it now, Carl. You see, Milk Jordan went for 30. Did pretty good, man.
Milk Jordan,
Caitlin Clark.
Wait. Before we get into that, can I give my milk shout out of the week?
Yeah.
Oh, milk shout out of the week.
That's I gotta show some love to the milk. So,
oh man.
So you know I'm late to the party on most social trends, but my homie Larry, shout out to LC, he sent me that $1 Million Baby song in reference to like the video style, and I've been hooked on that shit ever since, bro. Like that song is so hard. That is a perfect song. The beat, the funk, the voice, the topic, perfect song. And it's a milk-made product. So salute.
Carl?
That's all.
That was it. So a nigga that made that song is white?
Yeah. Oh, you ain't know? Yeah, you milk.
Man, boy, they steal everything from us.
Now, me and my boy did talk about that.
What's $1 billion baby?
You know it's some,
oh yeah. The only one.
But he signed the Brent Fires. And a lot of people was like, they can sense the Brent Fires undertone. So me and my homies talk about it. He's like, you know, it's some soul behind that pen. But staying on the surface, shout out to you. I think his name is Tommy Richmond or something. I don't know, Tommy something. But that song, man, that song. Only thing I'm mad about is I ain't make it.
That shit do go hard, man.
You know what I think about? I think about that nigga Elvis when that song come on.
Talk about it.
Yeah, nigga,
I think about all of them motherfucking white men that sounded black. Bobby Caldwell.
Oh yeah. I was hurt. When
it was another song too, man. Yeah,
I'll say this too. Like Bobby Caldwell and them, I think that just might have been them. I do leave room for the part. Like it's not. They could just come up with. They might have came up next in that environment, had somebody pivotal in their life and developed their voice. You could tell when it's like. But Bobby had to do that, you know. Like he was. That was him. You could just tell when it's like Hall and Oates and stuff. And granted, we look back at it, they probably got it from somewhere, but you respect it differently. But sometimes you could tell when it's like, we just gonna act like, you know, somebody didn't write that for you. Especially in today's age. I think he's maybe the continuation of Jack Harlow.
Man. Oh, man.
Hey, you know what's weird about that Jack Harlow song? If you really think about it, you got this dude saying, in his song, I don't do no whips and chains. Like, it's like kind of subliminal. Like, every time I hear that part, I'd be like, I don't know if you should be the one having that heel song.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I may be reaching, but I think about that every time. Because I be bopping to that shit. I like it. But when I hear that part, it just starts me thinking, like, should I be bobbing my head to this? I know you a plant. And you saying that?
Nah, that's kind of wild.
Now you're gonna have a whole bunch of melanated people in the crowd talking about I don't do no whip. Essentially, your song is promoting hoism, but past that, you saying I don't do no whips and chains, and you're gonna have a whole bunch of sisters bopping that shit. Like it's weird.
Shout out to Jack Harlow, man. Another thief. Shout out to all the milk.
Hey, but that goes back to what y'all was saying earlier, man. Like, why do everything we get is always just accessible to everybody, you know? Like, we're so inclusive to our own detriment. It's crazy. When are we going to get back to gatekeeping hip-hop? If that shit ain't talking about nothing, we ain't even listening to it.
That go back to what I had said, man. All women, the biggest except that everybody want a white friend, bro. Well, I noticed it. Everybody just want a white friend to say they have a white friend.
The reason why everybody want a white friend is because at least when you do business with the white boy, he don't make it feel like you getting ripped off and stabbed behind your back. At least he sprinkles some glitter in the midst of the trick.
You know what I like to say? That's the difference between South Carolina and Alabama. If I go to Alabama, you see it. Everybody got the Confederate on their back. You see the flags everywhere. South Carolina, they just wear boat shoes and a button up. And they try to act, you know. But when they go home, they plot and they doing all type of shit. You see what I'm saying? So I'm thankful for my upbringing. Like I was raised early around all different nationalities and I got to see the worst of it. So when I came to high school, it was like I'm not going back that way. But it was like everybody who was here wants to go that way. So it's like, yeah, I am thankful in that regard because I got to see the worst of it early.
Yeah. Score check 103.95. I mean, Dallas can
97.
Oh, they
just hit an and one. Luka just hit an and one.
Is he warming up?
Luka trying to bring back racism.
Dewarming.
But you know what's so crazy about that? We was talking about that the other day. Me and Ben was talking about it yesterday. With the expansion of NFL being international and how they're bringing flag football to the Olympic Games. They need to send all of those high school 5-star recruits out there.
Yeah, we ain't got to do too much.
Yeah, we don't.
Agreed.
In Uganda and London, they ain't got no ball skills like that or no footwork.
Man, listen here, bro. Listen here.
Compared to them.
I'm gonna let these niggas know right now.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh, he put it on him. Saying no, it's real. Uh-oh.
I don't give a fuck. It's America. God bless America and no place else. Yeah. All you weak ass shithole countries out there thinking y'all can see us in football, we're finna be disrespectful. We only send our high school athletes because we think that we got the best athletics that this world has ever fucking seen, okay? Yeah. So I'm gonna only send my 5-star receivers and quarterbacks over there to see what y'all bitches do first. Yeah. Because we don't think y'all can do shit. Yeah. Because you know why? Yeah. This is America, bitch. Yeah. We've been playing football since the longest. How many SEC championships any of you niggas over there in Uganda got? None. My fucking point exactly. I rest my fucking case. Yeah. So we sending high school kids until then.
Vote for Bama and Carl.
Yeah.
They men vote for them.
And I'll coach them. I'll coach them 5 stars.
Yeah. Then we have somebody say, "Well, we said the same thing about basketball." That different.
But this go back to what we was talking about that. We saw them change the game to make it more permissible to other countries because they couldn't survive what was going on with the roughest of the rough, regardless of the skill level. They were still brawling, playing basketball, and that's the game we love. So we're actually seeing the same thing happen in football. They've been mostly for good, I guess. You don't want to see people getting hurt and suffering long term, but what's going to happen in 10 years when they start letting other countries play in and the rules done got so soft that you see this little Spaniard weaving out there, and then we're going to be giving him credit like he's
yeah, that's what we're just going to put niggas like Sauce Gardner and all them niggas out there. Like I said, that's like I don't think that
get to that point. I think the highest it'll get is maybe college, and that is maybe, and that's probably college players that play on football club teams. Maybe.
What you mean as far as it'll get like them? Like
they're not gonna ever have to call Jalen Ramsey up off the couch to tell him to go guard some Chinamen or some niggas out there in Uganda or some Europeans.
What if they change the rules to where DB?
What much can you change?
What you can't use your hands at all.
That's not flag football, then. That's impossible.
Oh, we talking about flag. I was just talking about the game overall. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't do that. There's nothing you can do.
Still, with the game overall, you can't simulate that front set. That's why we didn't factor that.
We're not even getting there. We don't even have to get to the front seven.
Yeah.
We don't even have to get there.
No country will sign up for it.
They still got to get to the QB reads and understand the DB steps and what the DB's looking at and the zone coverages. They still got to get into that.
Well, flag football will be a good thing to like breed and facilitate that learning. I got a question for y'all. Oh damn, don't let it leave me. Okay, yeah, I saw a little short, and I'm pretty sure y'all saw it too. But Michael Parsons was like trying to move a sumo wrestler.
Yeah.
And then like it started the comments in the comment section like, do you think we could take 5 of the best sumo wrestlers, give them a little basics of how the game works, and then you'll have would it be wise for teams to look at sumo wrestlers as linemen? How do you think
Yeah, that little kid was in high school, but I don't know. I think the technique would be different a little bit because football, bro, is like you gotta because you gotta move on a certain angle, you know what I'm saying? It's a certain track you got to go on the block and shit like that. So it's like,
but see, you could tell them the angles, and that's just the game. Like if me and you go sumo wrestle, they can give us the basics, or that's how you got to get over it. Like, if you get them, they already got the hardest part. They're built to not be moved and move. So if you can just teach them a drop step, the angles, show them how to game, do you think they could make that transition? I would say it must be something that they can't do because it hasn't been done, like there's not a wild card team out there that went and took a chance on a massive sumo player to try to convert him to an offensive lineman.
Well, I mean, a lot of them boys don't want to do that, but that shit car wrecks out there, man. You're like, there's a lot more other shit you got to deal with in football because, like, the sumo wrestling, they starting from a certain point, and then they like making contact. You got to think about like them blitzing linebackers are just finna run through them and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So many other nuances in football that you got to deal with. That's why like other countries really don't really fuck with it like that.
I think they could do it. I think sumo wrestlers could be turned into O-linemen no better. If you just saw how that sumo wrestler just engulfed Michael Parsons, and granted,
I saw it.
Yeah, granted, I know it wasn't on the field and all of that, but I'm just saying that's what they're literally trained to do. It'd be interesting. If I was a coach, I know I'd send some scouts out there. I would. I'd be known as that GM that just does crazy shit.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah.
It's not far-fetched.
You know what I mean? I wonder if it's just not thought about. Or like you say, cultural differences, we good, They probably do sumo and think we savages. Mm-hmm.
Football is a savage ass sport when you think about it.
Man, one of my mentors told me, Kamado, you gotta be half crazy to play this game.
It's a crazy sport. I ain't gonna cap. When I sit back and look at it, I be thinking about that shit too. I'm like, yeah, bro, I really played fucking football. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me.
You see, that's how I was thinking when we was at Limestone. Like what are we doing? Like, it was bittersweet. Like, I loved the game, but it was just like I could not, like I said before, I couldn't put myself back to sleep to enjoy it,
I mean, I could, but I just look back on when I look at the film, that shit was like, damn, dog. You really blocking these big ass niggas. Like, you got no business doing that. Brain damage.
And for nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, essentially nothing. If we were organized a warrior class and we, took some blows to the head on the battlefield fighting for a nation or something, that'd be different. And essentially, I think that's what all football players really are. Just like our warrior class.
Yeah.
That energy and exertion has to come off. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's just that they've created a filter to get us off of. If there was no football and we had time to sit and think, we'd be doing this right now. What I'm saying. But they strike you with poverty and then entertain you with millions of dollars to use your physical prowess to entertain them. So you don't do anything else other than that with it.
That's also real too.
It ain't hard to tell. But what else you got, man?
I ain't got shit, bro. There ain't been nothing going on, bro.
Slow day?
Yeah. Just that WNBA slow week.
It was a fight yesterday.
Oh yeah, Adrian Brown. I be forgetting about that shit. I didn't even watch that shit. That shit don't even be like broadcast how I be needing.
Well, because it wasn't pay-per-view or nothing. It was a Don King promotion. So it's two ways to look at it. It was Raw because that was strictly Don King. But then on the plus side, when you're watching it, you do gotta kind of understand that, because if me and you put on that type of show, that would be a major accomplishment, you know? So we got to kind of give that same respect to Don King. Of course, it ain't going to have that major hype and publicity because the brother did it himself. I kind of forgot about it too. I was actually at work when it came on, but I caught the last 5 or so rounds. And the thing that was funny to me was AB got his tooth knocked out. And I'm a believer that there's a real bank account when it comes to martial arts, in sports in general. If you run your mouth in the martial arts, no matter how good you are, it never fails. Like, you're gonna face something, like somebody gonna smack you, you're gonna take one shot that you usually don't take if you talk too much. This nigga was standing at the press conference, incriminating himself, telling the man he murked him, all type of stuff he was saying out of his mouth. Now you really gonna see, you really gonna see. And they got his tooth knocked out the front side of his mouth. Mouthpiece fell out of his mouth about 6 times throughout the fight.
Yeah.
All for that mouth.
Do you think he won?
Won what?
They showed him walking out the ring. He was like, I won that shit. I won that shit.
Man, every boxer gonna think that way. If you're not I think AB fighting more than what we see. He really did win because he was in a dark, rough place. You know, many times his career was allegedly over. You've seen all his public struggles. And this camp right here, it appeared that he zoned in, he tapped in. If it's one more time or not, he did that, lost weight, and he made a fight happen. You know, a lot of people don't even get in that ring the first time. So in a sense, he did win. And maybe that's what he's saying. But if he goes back when the smoke clears and looks at the film, there's no way he can say he won that fight. A lot of things I hear about AB is and it's true, like he doesn't let his hands go. Like he was just doing this whole thing and throwing one punch at a time. And you got this guy with a reach advantage that's literally letting off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like, how? You got knocked down, he knocked your tooth out. Like, where did you win? I think if AB humbles all the way down and just like
won in my mind.
Right. If he can get out of his own way, ego-wise, and just realize, like, I got to strip all the way down. Like, even right now, he should be in the gym training. Like, he should be in the gym training every day, as if he got the biggest fight of his life coming up and ain't no fight in sight. That would be the way that he can probably get back. Because even that was a tough fight to say you coming back. Like, Blair Cobbs is, you know, from what I saw, he appears to be a little bit underrated, but that was a tough matchup and everything, you know? So no slight to AB that you lost a fight, but you didn't win that one, buddy. You won in life. You know, you did a good job. You came back. I salute you for that, but you didn't win that fight.
Would you knock out AB?
Would I?
Yeah.
I'll say this. Because I'm anticipating my first fight, I feel like I have knockout power. So if not knockout, I would thoroughly, like, it would be the same. Matter of fact, the reason I like that fight is because me and Cobbs got some similarities. The unorthodox, the explosiveness, the elusiveness. So I was enjoying that. And it would be just like that. The same style, everything. Like, he would never be able to get in. All he would do is just try to stalk me down all night doing this. So the only thing that would make that even an entertaining fight is if I got tired. Other than that, no, I don't see it happening. Respectfully, that's just my thoughts. My training, where I'm at. We just sparred. That's why I look like this. We just got out of sparring. Nah. Yeah, I would be victorious in that fight.
Your cardio still up there?
My cardio?
Mm-hmm.
That's my last thing. My coach just told me today, everything is beautiful. You gotta get your cardio back. And this is my test, Bam. You know me, we were college teammates. My thing is getting everything at 100% at the same time. You know what I mean? Not muscle bound, but your mind ain't right, or your mind right, your body ain't right. Like now, like all my skills, everything is peaking. My cardio is lagging. So I have to do what I gotta do, make those improvements, and I'll be ready. First fight coming soon. Shit, I like that. That got my blood boiling just now. Boy, ask me would I knock out AB.
You know, you gotta ask, man. You gotta ask the real questions.
I'll defeat him. I'll say that. I'm not gonna say knockout, and I haven't even had my first fight.
I mean, you weigh more than him, though, right?
Yeah, that's another thing. I'm like, I mean, we could fight each other. I think he's naturally 135, 140. And my coach want me to fight at 47 or
You gonna
40.
get your ass whooped.
You think so?
Fighting who?
Adrian Broner.
That's toxicated. That's so toxic.
I think
Because he really possibly could whoop that nigga AB though.
Bro, bam. You know what I'm gonna start doing? We spar on Sundays, and I come right into the show. I'm gonna start sending you my sparring footage, so just so you can see, like, I'm not just talking. Like, I'm not. I got levels to go. I'm only 5-6 years in, where these guys been boxing all their life, so I respect that. But
AB be bullshitting. He probably only 5-6 years in too.
you see what I'm saying?
And
I'm not saying that in respect to nobody else's grind. I'm saying that to stay humble. Until I have my first fight, I'm not gonna sit up here and say I would knock this person out or knock that person out. I gotta knock guys out on my level first. But skill for skill, what my coach taught me and what I'm doing right now, I'll fight with anybody now. I'll fight with anybody. Not saying I'll win, but I can go in there and defend myself and look like I know what I'm doing. I can compete. I'm confident in that. That's what I think.
Now with this boxing thing, how far do you want to go with this boxing thing?
Man, like I honestly, Carl, I enjoy the martial art, and we train to get better and learn the craft. And as fights come, they come.
You look like a nigga that like multi.
No, hell no, because if a nigga kick me in my shin, I'm gonna lose like everything in my mind. Like I'm gonna just try to kill this motherfucker. Like that. That's one thing I don't know. I can't go through getting kicked in my shin or something like that. Kicking and all that grabbing and stuff. I ain't really with that. Like I don't like that too much. I like the boxing. You keep it hands.
Multi is all offense. Ain't no defense.
No defense, right? Yeah, that's that crazy shit where they just stand there and take them shit in it.
Damn near.
First man to drop. Yeah, that's not a sweet science. That's brutality.
Well, everything is used as a weapon in Muay Thai.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous. I can't do it. Like, so Muay Thai is like Bull Cow and all them boy and Rod Tang and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Them niggas be kicking trees and purposely like breaking their shin so it can grow over and get harder.
Yeah, I'm good off that.
I'm good. Respect to y'all. I'm good. I'm good.
I tell them boys, I'm like,
you got it.
I'm not that dedicated.
Man, get in there and get in some more time, man. More time.
I will say
I
this.
already fucked my knees up. I don't want to fuck.
Oh yeah, no, Bam, you done. You done with that? No shit, no.
Are you gonna play basketball again? When I was in Reading, they asked me about the story. So I don't even think we shared this story on the show. So I'm gonna share it. So the story of Bama turned both his knees all at once.
Wait. You don't think he should tell this one? This some deep shit, Carl.
I know, but I tell it more funnier.
Okay.
So, Bama was eager, anxious to come down to Sacramento for some odd reason.
No, you asked me to come down. I was like, you sure?
No.
You was like, nigga, go on, come on. No, we're not gonna do this. We go tell the truth.
Anxious to come down.
No,
Carl, I even told him not to do it. Carl, I told him not to do it.
He was anxious to come down to Sacramento. He said, bro, I'm finna come to Sac. Because I remember about his day because he came to Sac so fast. He was knocking on my door. I was like, damn, this nigga must have did 90 all the way. I was like, damn, this nigga came fast. So like I said, this is why they say, kids, ladies and gentlemen, never be anxious. Young people, never be anxious for anything. Anxious for nothing. Because you could always be anxious into doom. So
Carl is cooking tonight.
Never practice being anxious ever. Now,
well, I'm a big fan of do-rag Carl.
Yeah, not with a woman, not with a job, not with anything, bro. You just work hard and let it come to you naturally. But anyway, so Bama was anxious as hell to come down here. Boom, he was here. So we went out, went to a bar, had a little fun. He was fly that day. He had a nice shirt, crisp. He was a fly. So
did he have the frames on?
He had the frames. He had the Versace frames on.
I know what time it is.
He had the Versace.
I have glasses.
He had the Versace frames. The Versace jeans. Well, they were shades. I'm sorry. He didn't have those frames on, but they were shades. So he had those on. But he knows every Saturday and Sunday we go hoop when he comes down. So we came Saturday. We went out to 24 hours. We hooped. It was me, Bama, and who else was there? Ant. Yeah. Ant, cool dude. Sacramento local, cool guy. Well respected. So Bama's balling. He's balling the first 3 games. He's balling. He's shooting threes from Damian Lillard range. He shot 1 3 to tie the game or be up by 1, and he thought we won it. So he did the Paul Pierce.
Oh no,
Paul Pierce.
Oh,
all the way out the goddamn gym looking like a fool, and we looking at this nigga. Get your ass back on defense because you only put us up by 1.
Damn, you ain't tell me all this, man.
Right, because he only put us up by 1 because I don't know why they disrespected him putting an older guy on him. I don't know why. I don't know what was the point. So he just shot some ignorant shit. He cleared everybody to clear out, so he just shot some ignorant stuff, bro. So, dog. So I normally push the ball up the court so everybody can get set because I'm always the fastest dude on the court. So I push the ball up the court. Like I just sprint down the court as fast as possible, making people think I'm a drive, but I'm really trying to dish it out to somebody else. But I didn't do it this time. So I got the rebound and walked it down because we needed just a bucket to win the game. Literally, that's all. So Bama said, because, he was the high hand, hit a big shot. He was hitting. So Bama, and I say this story because I want to reverse back because I threw Bama a dime and he hit a smooth underhand layup. But we're going to get back to that. So Bama called for the ball. And I normally don't throw Bama the ball, bringing the ball, walking the ball up the court. I normally pass it to somebody else because there's someone else on our team that was a college player. And I didn't throw him the ball for some odd reason. But I threw it to Bama because he was the high hand, so it was respectful. So I'm thinking Bama was going to pass because Bama can also facilitate the ball as well. So Bama had something called pride at that moment. And pride can sometimes get you effed up in life.
Yes.
Too much pride.
Broner.
Yeah, this was an Adrian Broner moment. So Bama gets the ball, dribbles between his legs, doesn't hesitate, drives the ball, drives to the basket. I'm thinking Bama's going to kick it out because we just need 1. But I'm thinking he's going to dish it out to somebody that's open for mid-range. I think I was open for mid-range. So I'm thinking in my mind, Bama's just going to dish it out. He's doing it to set something up. He's doing a little shaking, setting up some bacon. I don't know. This nigga goes for a layup, and these two white boys filed the dog piss out this nigga.
Oh shit! What happened?
Oh, you better come back. Hold on.
Well,
Long story short, man, they basically killed. Just go sum that shit up. Niggas basically killed, y'all. That shit was crazy, dog. Worst pain I've ever been in my life.
moral of the story is stop playing with them, because my cousin he be doing this thing with the flag football in Florida, and like he be saucing them boy. Like I didn't know cuz was like that, and like he's sitting out right now because some dude like he was just doing his thing on him, and it was like a corner route, and dude just like blindsides him, takes him out, broke homeboy jaw, bro. Flag football.
Damn.
So it's the same, like these, they see you cooking and you showing off and doing your thing, and I'm more like, fuck that.
Yeah, especially being short as I am and shit, niggas be taking that shit to heart. But with actuality, bro, it's like shit. I was supposed to be like 6'5", but I went in the cars, bro. Still don't mean I ain't gonna bust your ass, no diddy.
I just think the Most High made you like that because He didn't want you to play football. Like He wants you to do something different.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of.
And give you and put that same tenacity and passion behind football.
All right. Whoa. So where was I?
Yeah, go ahead.
You left off. They filed the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. They filed the hell out of him. So we know Bama's a strong, burly dude. So his body weight went to his knees.
So wait, are these two milk boys? Are they like the Grayson Allen, or are they like Sean? Like who? What type of? They guard centers, big boys. Like what type of? Give me some context.
They were just taller. There weren't no lockdown defender type dudes. You know what I'm saying? There weren't no lockdown defender type dudes. They were just some taller white boys.
So was they hating, or was it just like, damn, like
the game is intense because we just needed one.
Right. So they wouldn't trying to.
Everybody goes in try hard mode. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes in try hard mode. So,
but why not hurt the little black nigger though?
Why hurt the little black nigger? So when Bama fell, we thought nothing of it because he fell. But then he started to make a little noise. I'm thinking, okay, this nigga got a Charlie horse, or he tweaked his ankle because he grabbed his ankle first. Then out of nowhere, this nigga starts screaming. Yeah. I ain't never hear a grown man scream so loud ever in my life. Just scream. You have kids, right?
Yeah.
Remember how your girl was screaming when she was giving birth?
Can I be honest? She really didn't.
She didn't scream? Well, no, you know how you see it on TV.
Yeah.
That's how that nigga was screaming. So he was like, oh, snap. He was like, oh, snap. Oh, this nigga's really
listen,
hurt, bro.
I want to let y'all know this too.
So
my kneecap was in my thigh. Just gonna put that on y'all mind.
So, nigga, that drink's so crazy. So the nigga, right? Everybody started crowding this nigga. One nigga asked to stretch his leg out.
Oh my god!
One nigga asked him, "Hey, bro, you want me to stretch your leg?"
Literally grabbed my leg too.
He said, "Get off of me! Get off me!" He said, "Everybody, just get back." Caught him.
I was like, "Dog, if you're not a doctor, get the fuck back."
He said, "If you're not a doctor, get the F back."
Everybody probably set you back right there.
Yeah, everybody get you back. And he was like, "Everybody get back. Everybody get back." And I'm like, "Oh man." And
Carl, I remember like it was yesterday. He was telling me he was going to sack. He just had bought some new shoes and a shirt. He going up there. For some reason I can't remember what we was talking about, but I was telling him, man, you might want to sit this one out, bro. I can't remember why, but I was telling him, don't go. And
should have
sure
got
as
2K.
clockwork, next time I talk to him, he
in the hospital.
Yeah.
And
not one, but two.
And then when the ambulance finally does came, this nigga go to the hospital. They treat him like dog piss. And I knew it was a bad hospital. It was a white woman with a neck casket brace or whatever you call that crap outside of his room, just laying there in the hall. I was like, whoa, I'll never go here.
Hey, this ain't gonna go good.
Nigga. So that joint was horrible. Then this nigga Ben was like, bro, I got good insurance. Why are you doing this?
Please don't do me like this.
You
don't gotta treat me like you do this.
Oh, I was mad. I wasn't trying to like do that, but I was like, bro, they take a lot of my paycheck for this insurance, bro. Y'all motherfuckers better help me. Y'all not finna do me like this. I've been paying on this fucking insurance since I've been here, and now it's the time to use it. Like, don't do this right now.
That nigga was like,
they dropped the X-ray machine on me.
Dude, yeah, they dropped the X-ray machine on me.
That was intentional.
Yeah, because he was bragging about that damn insurance. About the insurance. So,
man, so what was your biggest lesson learned through all this?
Never be anxious. Put your ass at home. When you got the urge.
I wouldn't call it anxious.
Nah, nigga, you was anxious to come down.
If you want to do what you want to do, shit, do it.
Just don't show off. That's all.
I mean,
bust their ass modestly. Don't give nobody any extra incentive to drop X-ray machines on you. Yeah. Don't tell them about your insurance. Don't, even if they put
but they would treat me right though.
If they put an old man on you, don't take it as disrespect.
But Javon, they was not.
Don't shoot from half court on the old man.
I got to.
No,
gotta get these niggas off the court. Yeah, you
don't have to.
Cause look,
when you did that,
walk down.
Hold on. I know you. You shoot that half court and it goes in. Oh Lord.
It wasn't half, but it was deep though. It was deep, so I hit him with the behind the back. You feel me? Like,
and then you get his temperature.
Then I had, it was over.
You see how you smiling right now? You see how you smiling right now? You see how? Yeah, exactly. That's you. And then what the thing that stood out to me is Carl said you had hit a shot and your head is so out the loop that you thought you won.
Nah, I literally thought we was going to 11 and not 12.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
But that was a big shot because look, Javon, that shit took a bunch of nuts. Because in my head, I'm like, ooh, we down one. They was like, ooh, there's a lot of smoke right here. They was like, straight up. I said, ooh, all right, man, straight up then, nigga. All right. I grew up off of Kobe. I grew up off of Kobe. I live for these moments right here. Let me get this. Let me get that. Oh man, it's a dream come true. They got that old man on me, dog. I did that little hezzy, slow behind the back. I pulled that shit.
But listen, through all of that, you still was off key, my nigga.
I should have quit because the game before that I didn't want to play no more. Should have quit.
So basically, you had all the signs in the world.
A bunch of times. But you back up and rolling now. You walking.
God is good.
Yes. All the time. All the time.
And you here, man. And
that shit hurt. That was the worst pain.
And yeah, then he came over. We had to put him on the couch. And
no, Carl didn't do shit. Carl neglected me. If it wasn't for Carl's daughter, yeah, that nigga neglected me, bro. That nigga went to watch the weak ass Cowboys play.
I had yeah.
But if it wasn't for Carl's daughter, what Mindy at? Put Mindy on. That's the most precious. That's the realest nigga. That's weak. But anyway, his baby girl, man, beautiful soul, man.
Well, that's why Carl don't give a fuck, because he put the work in to have a beautiful soul to do that part.
That too,
bro. What was so funny though? She came in there
and picked him up from the damn hospital.
It's my fucking car, right? Nigga.
I mean, it was either that or that Kia Rio.
I don't know, bro. That whole experience is. I don't recommend that shit to nobody.
You know what I'm saying? Then he had them 2 braces on his leg. He was sleeping on the couch. 2 a.m. in the morning, he fell off the couch.
Nah, I ain't fall off no fucking couch.
Hey, did he scream like how he screamed when he fell on the jump?
You know, it's tender. You know that fresh injury is tender. It's everything.
Damn.
Yeah, I fell off the couch.
I'm gonna stop laughing because Lord forbid I don't need none of that, man.
Nah, bro, you know black people turn everything serious into a damn.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I mean, you done made it through it now, so we
Facts, nigga, you alive now, nigga.
Yeah, we can make light of it.
Facts.
But I feel for you, bro. Hey, you went through it though.
You did. You went through that drink. God put you through the fire, boy, did he?
2 at the same time.
Yeah.
Man. That shit's still a journey. Still gotta do a PT for it. Just now doing lunges.
Like I told you, you realistically need to rehab for the next 5 to 10 years. Like that's not gonna be no like, 1 year. Nah, because you gotta think about that injury just wasn't basketball. Like I told you before, that injury was years of squatting, years of football, years of cutting, years of drilling. It just all gave out. So you gotta look at this as a long process, like 5 to 10 years before you can get back to saying like, you know.
I be telling you that's why my ass don't lift heavy no more.
I already said, bro. I'm only doing them workouts I do on rehab because I'm starting to see the definition of my leg and shit. Yeah. But I ain't doing squats and shit. So it's like I'm doing a lot of like lunges, single leg raises, bridges, like explosive shit. You know what I'm saying? Kettlebell. Probably get with that kettlebell. The kettlebell king.
Yeah, kettlebell is the shit, man, for real. You know that boy Drifter is a kettlebell expert. Like matter of fact, I'm looking at my kettlebell now. He gifted me with those. But that kettlebell, it's funny though, like y'all saying, like you really don't need weights at all. You come.
All you need is a 20-pound kettlebell, dead ass, 20 for 25.
Even if you didn't have that, if you just mastered your own body weight, you know, you'd be more together and coordinated than not. Yeah. I'm a testament to that. Like, how big was I in college, Bam? Huge.
Swole body.
But I should have put equal amount of time getting my drill work back and making sure. I just went in that bitch thinking, shit, I know what I can do. Like, this shit always came easy. Then, like, you take years off and you come back and it's like, oh, shit. I should have been on that field more than anything. So, it's a balance, bro. But I would have much rather did calisthenics than pumping all that iron.
Man.
When I went out there and ran that post route when we was out there, I don't think he was out there, but what's that field down there by the calf, below the calf, you know that field right there? It's not a football field, I think it's a soccer field. Mm-hmm. But anyway, this was like before everybody knew everybody. I was out that bitch running routes and shit, but I had ran that post, everybody went crazy. Well, you saw Cam drop his head, but Cam and he was looking so sad. They was like, "What you play, bro?" I was like, "Oh, I play fullback, bro." It was like, "Oh shit, bro, we got a fullback." You saw Cam right there. I'm like, Cam.
That boy, he is the epitome of like everything wrong, bro. Like two-faced, jealous, envy. Like, man, him, like that dude. To this day, I still got it up for him for real. Like that boy was just something else, man.
He was that bad?
Man, terrible.
He wanted it too bad.
It was just corny. Like
the RA actually was pretty good though. You remember the RA was the one that played fullback the year. He actually was pretty decent. They called him Texas.
Rays.
Played fullback?
Mm-hmm. Saber used to bring him up a lot.
Hey, this is weird. The only fullback I remember is you, and then like you just mentioned Cam.
I want to Cam, Lee Russell.
Oh, Lee.
But Saber used to mention that dude who I'm talking about a lot. You remember Coach Saber? Mm-hmm. White dude before Lucky.
I remember.
Yeah, that was I guess that was his fullback at first. So
Right.
Sam would fuck with me, bro. That's why I was like, I like Limestone, bro. Like if you could play, they fuck with you. Like Sam
All
would
in
actually like
all,
fuck.
all in all, like Limestone was a great situation. Like we had cool coaches for the most part. Everything was new facility. We got new uniforms. Like that was a good situation. We should have stuck it out. We talk about that all the time. We should have stuck it out, but we can't say nothing bad about Limestone.
Booby was alright. Booby was alright, white nigga, man.
Yeah, Booby was cool, man. I mean, the only thing I would say is most of them niggas was some holes, but
Yeah.
I think it was an age thing because I was on my comeback tour, so I was a little bit older. But a lot of weirdo shit used to go down there. A lot of weirdo shit, but yeah, Limestone was cool.
I wanna say this. Is there anything wrong with taking a female to IHOP?
To what?
Taking a female to IHOP?
Ain't nothing wrong with taking a female anywhere.
Yeah.
If you would go to IHOP by yourself, then you should be able to go to IHOP with her ass too. Because when I step out and go to Four Seasons or wherever is reputable to go, I mean you should be able to ebb and flow. Especially if you ain't paying for it.
Facts. That's what I be saying. If it's free for you,
yeah, you shut the fuck up.
Thank you. You're not paying.
Oh no. That's what I said. This female I'm talking to right now, she said it's not really about where you can take me. She said it's about like you. I'm trying to figure out like you.
Yeah, exactly. That's where you go is just a setting for y'all to sit y'all asses down and talk to each other.
Facts. It don't matter what you do.
Which essentially the whole thing is kind of trivial because you could actually do that sitting at a park or sitting at your house. Like
or drinking coffee.
Yeah, we really shouldn't have to go through the rigmarole of creating setting. Oh well, I guess that keeps it interesting.
Sometimes though, you could mix it
up. But essentially at the core, the object is not where we sit down and eat and how much I'm spending or where I should take you. It's can you hold a conversation without looking in your phone every 30 seconds? My opinion. Why, you had somebody giving you smoke for that? Or you heard it?
Yeah, I heard that IHOP is not a presentable place to take a female. And I thought if it's free, that's just me though.
Carl, you just suffer from something called common sense.
Yeah.
That's your diagnosis. You just have common sense, man. And I don't think there's a cure that you would want to find for that.
No. I just thought like if it's free and you paying, you should be grateful.
For anything.
A nigga, I want women to understand this. I want you to listen carefully. No man owes you anything. If a man is taking time out his day to take you out to get to know you and treat you right, you should be grateful. Because at the end of the day, no man owes you anything. No one.
We're not an object, Carl. We're people too.
Yeah, but you disqualify
you backhand and I swing a fee across the face of disobedience.
It's almost like you disqualify. If you were to take somebody somewhere and they acted like they were too good for it, I don't want to talk to you. Because that tells me that you'll probably treat people that you think is beneath you a certain type of way.
Facts.
Like, and that would mean that if there was somebody to come along that was doing a little more than me, you would probably entertain that shit.
Facts.
So I would think it's cool if you was a princess and you was all, high up on the totem pole and you could kick it with me in the spots we like to go to. We could still switch it up and go do the fancy shit, but I want to know, like, can you really be down to earth?
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, I don't know, bro.
No, Don't even put that dot on yourself. Like you just suffer from common sense.
Like I said, man, we gotta learn to just be grateful.
Yeah.
When someone wants to take time out their day to spend time with you, to get to know you as a human being, that God created you to be precious and loving and caring, man. Spread the love, man. Spread the love through your heart and just cherish the moment, man. Because that man that's taking you, whether it's Applebee's, Wendy's, that man could be the future to change your family generation.
Mm-hmm.
Your ignorance has blocked you from your future blessing.
And I'll say this: if women were paying attention, if a man presented that with you, it kind of shows like maturity. Because what if he's budgeting and he knows that this is
Thank
what
you.
he can step out to do, and
What if
he not finna.
Yeah, what if this nigga got a good loan because he got good credit and he just ain't trying to mess it up? You feel me?
Right, like he knows he can afford to step out and do this right quick. And who knows, maybe if you step on board, he might have a venture for you or something y'all could do so where you can go enjoy 4 seasons or whatever you want to go, you know?
Tough.
Worry about the wrong things, man.
We are worried about the wrong things, my guy.
Worry about the wrong things.
We are. We're just completely worried about the wrong things, man. We gotta learn.
Free Trump till it's backwards, man.
Huh?
Free Trump till it's backwards.
He going to jail?
They charged his ass, man. He faced up to 4 years.
I don't give a fuck about that shit, man. How many times he done been charged and found guilty?
Yeah, that is true. They raised $34.5 million for that nigga. First motherfucking 17 hours. Man, that's some real soldiers out there.
You know what's funny about this? And Carl, I know you got some biblical knowledge, but in Revelation, they talk about like the Antichrist, like gaining all the trust of the people, and they do something and make it seem like he's down and out, and he gets away from it, and then all the people celebrate and they put him back in position, but it turns out to be their worst nightmare. Isn't it kind of shaping up to be like Trump being that person?
I mean, yeah, it's shaping up to be like that, bro. Yeah, man.
We gotta leave all this shit alone.
At this point, yeah.
Just unplug. Watch the Matrix. Unplug.
Random topic. Have you niggas seen albinos after high school?
I just saw one yesterday.
Did? Okay.
Yeah, at the kitchen.
Have you ever seen an albino jog?
Jog?
I've never seen an albino nigga.
No, I haven't.
You never seen an albino jog?
Mm-mm.
When's the last time you seen a black woman jog?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the exact day, but like that's easy. When I was working at a place called Daniel Island, you got to cross what we call the Cooper, and that's like the number one spot for people to walk across the bridge and jog and all that. You see them all the time. The gym, see them all the time.
But you never seen an albino jog?
No.
I've never seen an albino jogging.
Because like most of the time, the ones that we know, like they kind of are more chill. Well, the ones that I've known, they're kind of more chill. You know, one of them.
Where do albinos come from?
What do you mean?
Where did they come from?
They come from the same place we come from. They just don't have the pigmentation. Because you can look and see that they're still like, you know, for lack of a better term, Africanoid or Negroid. They just don't have the pigmentation. The Bible says this.
You never seen albinos jog. It's kind of crazy.
Are you reaching to say that maybe it's something in nature that restricts them from doing that?
From jogging? Maybe. Why don't albinos jog?
I'm pretty sure they do. It's just a little population.
We have never seen it.
But it's a little population of them. So like, and then think about this, Carl. When you're being that way, I'm pretty sure, you know, social conditioning has them kind of falling back out of the spotlight. You know, so maybe they don't put themselves in position to be talked about or shy away from.
So okay, now I'm about to hit you. Were there any albinos marching with Dr. King and them in segregation?
I'm pretty sure there was. You know, biblically, like what they say about that, right?
What?
They say it's a marking of being unclean. So I think that being a by the book people historically, there's been generational trauma and the stigmas and the way we look at them and may prejudge them to kind of makes them more reserved. You know, we never know the internal struggles they deal with facing that. So unless you just had one that was just I know one albino that was a famous musician that wore that shit and didn't let it stop him. Yellow Man. He's a reggae artist. But I don't know many albino athletes.
Yeah. I wonder what city has the most albino people.
Shit, Google that shit.
Hey Siri, what city in America has the most albino population? Bro, they're calling them white on Siri, bro.
Message.
Whoa, snap. City in America has the most albino population. That's kind of crazy, bro. Why they're calling them white people? They're calling them white people. Why?
Maybe that's just to keep the link and the bridge open to being a part of us. You know, some people want to say that they kind of started from albinos and stuff, but then the only thing I would argue is the features.
Yeah,
you can still tell a difference in the features, and that
they
whole
said
like
that's where the cross mixing with animals came in.
message, and it's kind of weird. Like I never
That's
bought
too
that.
deep. That's too deep. No, my bad.
I never bought into that. Yeah, maybe a little bit too deep, man. I never bought into that whole like climate adaptation because I know right now if you take our melanated asses and put us in Alaska, I don't care how many generations go on, we still gonna be melanated. As long as you like mate with a melanated woman, you still gonna look the same. Regardless, your complexion might be a little fairer, but you're not just gonna lose pigmentation. I just don't see that happening.
I don't know, bro. Why are they're really calling albinos white people, bro?
I just told you what, Carl.
It's crazy, bro. They're calling albinos white people.
Because when all the truth come out, they gonna look and say, "Well, you can't hate us. We come from you." When all the smoke cleared, yeah, our link was through that, and that's how that happened. And because I'm telling you, somebody got some explaining to do. Where y'all from? Where you really come from?
Who are you?
Who are you? Where you really come from? And when you going back?
When are you going back?
Besides, there's no such thing as a white race. White is a status. It means you have full citizenship. Your track record is clean. You're pure. You're a full citizen. Black means that you're outcasted. You're obsolete. You're basically a foreigner to this nation. You have no citizenship, no status. 3/5 of a human type shit. No nationality. So we gotta get out of that. Like nobody's white. They're pink. Nobody's black. We're copper, brown, shades of brown. So we gotta get out of that shit. That's a spell. It's a curse. It's a hex. Because like I said before, Bam, the word black actually means pale. When you trace it black, it's a German word. I think it's pronounced like bleak. And I know that's where they get the term bleach from. And if you take a black shirt and put bleach on it, what color does it turn? Pinkish pale.
So white people are really bleach.
Really black. Because remember, you're the holy people. You're set apart. So you're white. That's why when we want to get pure and all that, we go out and all white.
So why do they call us chocolate, but chocolate is white?
Message.
Think about it.
Message. So every time we walk around here and call them white people, we're really saying them holy people, them clean people, them righteous people. That's what we literally doing. We call ourselves black and we call ourselves degenerate, outcasted, dead, death, chaos, all of that. And that's why we experience this. The Bible tell you that too. We become a byword and lose all our nationality and heritage. That's why we don't know what nation we come from. You can find out, but niggas is so comfortable.
Yeah, do y'all believe in that ancestry?
And believe in ancestors?
Ancestry.
Hell no. I mean, as far as what?
The DNA test to track your.
No. Please don't do that. There's been Dateline NBC type features where the founders of those companies actually sit down and laugh at people who believe that. The guy himself said this is more of like a fulfilling a desire in people. Like it's so crazy. All that is a ploy to get your genetics. Now what they're doing with it, probably some us type shit, some they clone Tyrone type shit. But that's all it is.
But people say that they have met their family off of that.
How?
Yeah, because I think if you spit in it and send it, and it like contacts you with other people that spit in it, and they send it and they put it in the lab.
What I'm saying is, if you got hundreds of millions of people sending their DNA samples, and the guy talks about this, yo. Matter of fact, we gonna talk about it next show. All they do is just break it up into random groups, and then like the people who find out they're Congolese, or oh yeah, we from the Congo, like. That's all that's happening. Niggas ain't going based off no facts and shit like that. That's the other stupidity about claiming we from Africa. Africa is a big place. A very big place. So, you from Africa, okay, where? From where? Like,
Uganda.
You know, like, all of that's bullshit.
Where the Asians came from Africa?
Listen, Africa is a code word for planet Earth. This whole Earth was melanated at one point. That's why I'm saying, where y'all come from?
The Caucasus Mountains.
Even there, Europe was all so-called black. Every place on the earth has a history where the people were melanated. So we got to get out of this concept of thinking that it somehow just started in Africa. Because even if everything was together and everything is melanated, when it breaks off and goes into 7 different pieces, which we don't know if this is truth or not, those same melanated people that was on the west side, the east side, the middle, the south, it just broke up. So it don't have to be one place where everything started from. Everything that is always was. Like Russians were so-called melanated. That's why Putin got up and showed you the vault, the people they give honor and homage to. Ireland means the land of the black. Like America was all melanated. Like Africa, like China, there's images of dark as shit Asian people. So the same thing that happens over here, when they show commercials of America, they show what they want you to see. So over time, you think Americans are these people, but you forget about the people who they really are. And that's everywhere. That's the new world order. The invaders have control. So again, the question is, where y'all come from?
Man, that's it right there. That's another logical free game show right there.
Yes. Carl, wear your do-rag, man. Every show, put the do-rag on.
Hell nah, nigga.
And wear a black shirt.
Next show, nigga, I'm wearing my Trump hat. And we got to still do the blind date. I got to set that up too.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that. We're going to get you good. Yeah,
Hey, y'all saw what happened to Umar?
what happened to Dr. Umar?
You know what Umar be standing for, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So they tried to like put it out there that his sister ended up marrying a Caucasian dude. You know? It's kind of like the irony, you know?
Umar actually is the blackest nigga on the planet, dog. That's crazy to think about. Anything pertaining to black, I think about Umar, bro. Like when you get real black,
I'm
that
black,
shit
y'all. I'm black,
yeah,
y'all.
yeah.
But see,
Duval,
here's the
funny as
thing.
fuck.
Here's the thing where like it doesn't matter race. All that shit is irrelevant to the laws of the so-called universe. If you are so on something, it's gonna balance it out and bring something that kind of make you balance out. Even if it's your sister, them just trying to be nasty because they don't like you, and I'm gonna go marry a white dude to make you look dumb. It don't discredit your works, but you might need to sit back and do some examining. Because in my mind, I think I don't know whether if you're a plant or not. Because in my mind, anybody talking about Pan-Africanism, anybody talking about black, you kind of like on the agent level because of everything we previously just talked about. The awakening, the revelation, Christ returning is us getting our right mind and realizing, hey, I ain't black. I'm not from Africa. I'm from right here. I got a tribe and I need to stand on that because when I stand on that, I'll have order, discipline, and a legacy that I have to uphold. Then I could possibly go back in time and find out who my people were because I have some traction now and I can continue this journey. So I don't know, Umar.
Hey man, that white girl tried to shake his hand and they said, "Oh no, I'm sorry." That's so funny as they go to. They said, "Oh, I'm sorry." Said no handshakes. I'm sorry.
Oh, you talking about that one with like
I am Davis on there. He said, "Hey man,
yeah, it was a
my
YouTuber that
girlfriend, man."
brought him over like to talk about his problems.
Yeah, his girl tried to shake his hand and they said, "Oh no handshakes."
His girl trying to shake you out.
And said, "Oh no." That nigga like when a vampire see garlic.
But low key, he just the extreme version of what people do on it. I know elders and stuff that won't even shake our hands. They give you a fist pound because that's an energy exchange. You know what I mean? So we supposed to be doing that anyway.
Is that why Malik Monk that shake Carl's hand?
That's what I was trying to tell him the last time. It may not have been. Granted, I don't think that was right, but it could have just been that. Like,
when
Carl said he was shaking hands with other people, but again, the other people probably are giving him financial gain. So that's literally shaking hands with the devil.
Oh, so that's why everyone in Sacramento says he only does camps in Rockland and where all the white people are at.
Financial gain.
Yeah. Don't come out here to South Sac and do no free shit for the kids.
Now, if he dap you up, oh shit, he might. Oh, I remember I'm a nigga. Oh shit, that's when all that shit will come back. Boy, I never did no camping.
I raised to shake that nigga hand. That nigga said this. What's up, Brody?
And then Carl, think about it.
Did you clip those? Because you need to send me those clips so I can post them on TikTok, bro.
Which one?
And one thing I've learned, Bama, TikTok, it blows up when you post first thing in the morning. But anyway, I'm sorry. You said what clips? You said what clips?
Oh yeah. What clips you talking about?
One of the clips from Free.
The last show?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, right.
That nigga had me hot. I ain't never had, bro, strangers shake your hand.
But there could be a level of I don't know you. Like because I think about this
Me
now.
and Bama literally did this. Now we can't. You got to eliminate that. Me and Bama literally did this. We showed a video of this nigga shaking two white people hands.
Financial gain.
Nigga, they were fans all the way up in the top.
Financial gain.
Whatever. I mean, whatever.
I could just see if I'm on tour as an artist I can't shake everybody's hand who stick their hand out because it could be that one person to stick their hand out. Man, there's all type of shit out here. Somebody could have some potion on their hand, some oil, and they touch you, and all of a sudden you don't know why you can't dribble the ball no more. Like you gotta think, like you never know how they would think. And of course I'm playing devil's advocate trying to find.
But he still touched my hand. He gave me pound.
But
So,
pound is different. Pound is like
no, it's not. You're still making hand contact.
Palm is different, man.
It doesn't matter. So, nigga,
It do, nigga.
It matters.
Fucking nigger.
No difference. You're still touching his hand. There's still hand contact.
It'll be times where like somebody
touching
else
outside, boy.
They try to like you literally going for
Bro,
like this.
my question is, what is the difference between you shaking my hand and you open the door at the public restroom?
Well, the public restroom is just nasty. That's not spiritual.
Well, you got to open the door. You have to touch the public restroom. You have to touch the door.
But it's not so much spiritual. Like your body.
There's a lot of spirits that touch the damn doorknob.
Well, that's true. Like get you a napkin and open the door.
I bet that nigga ain't using no napkin to open the public restroom.
Well, we ain't saying this nigga is the last airbender or something, but like the nigga, the nigga probably just got one part of it. Like, but all that what you're saying is facts, Carl. Like, that's why when I go public restrooms, I use my foot. Karate kick that bitch in. Use my foot to flush the toilet.
I've never thought about that.
I get paper towel and I wash my hands before I piss. And walk out that bitch and yeah. So I feel you, Carl.
Man, F that dude.
Moral of the story, that was messed up because you know the caliber of person you are, but honestly, he don't know. And they all go through, allegedly, they all go through coursing and training. It tells you stay away from them niggas once you get money. They're brainwashed, they're programmed. Just the same way when foreigners come over here. And I love it when conversations go back full circle. We were talking about other nationalities of people. They literally train people before they come over here. This is the problem with our society. Stay away from them. And that is whiteness. Anti-them people. So it's all a brainwashing. Still messed up, but
nigger. I don't want to call somebody that shit, dog. That's why the Lord knew not to give me no money. Like racists for your nigger ass back.
Only reason I'm siding with Carlo is because y'all have proof of him just,
to the white man.
But if he was just if he was just a fist pound type of dude.
Yeah, I don't know that nigga, bro. I just knew. I just kind of felt the vibe though. Like in the jewelry store, niggas doing a lot of flexing in here. We in a recession and a nigga in a jewelry store, so they kind of show their mind that already.
And then another thing is we gotta stop idolizing these people. This nigga dribbles a basketball, essentially. When you think about it.
But it wasn't even no idolize. That's just like a what up though. Like them niggas shit.
Hey, nigga, me, Bama, and that nigga and his brother and that light skinned chick, we were the only black people in that Rolex store.
But see, here's the thing. If that was just the average dude, you probably wouldn't even have cared to get to shake his hand. So I
don't know. I like meeting strangers. Me personally.
Right. But if the average dude did that, I don't think it would affect you as much.
No. Let me tell you a story. It's story time. I was in Napa. I don't know if you ever been to Napa, California. Very bougie, very.
I drove through it, but I haven't stopped.
Very bougie, very rich, very spontaneous, whatever. And I met a group of black people, and they were successful older black people. I think one ex-military and did something with the business, and I think the other lady did something for accounting. I don't know. But I thought they were real down-to-earth people. They sat there and stopped me, and we was talking, and we spoke for like 30 minutes. And then I went to go shake the dude's hand. He went like this. The only people that have done that to me were people that were with money or higher upper echelon of my pigmentation. They're the only ones that have turned the handshake that I've offered and turned it into a pound.
It might
My
be
homeboy that stayed in Napa, because I stayed at his house, white boy, rich kid from Napa. He was like, "Damn, bro, that's hella dirty." So it's not just me that feel this way. You got white.
Well, we can't consider his input because he gonna want to do anything to get the vision going on.
Well, he got the vision, but he still felt what I felt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he saw that they sat down, lectured me like for whole 30 minutes.
Maybe the conversation needs to be: is there a certain way you move when you get to a certain status, and not looking at it from a bad type of perspective? Because think about it, all of these things that we want to attain, it does involve frequencies and keeping and protecting your energy and all of that. So is there a certain way? Because like I said, if all of us were of a higher status currently right now, can you see yourself shaking everybody's hand and stick their hand out to you on the daily? No, that'd be crazy. So eventually you're going to have to start, hey man, here you go. Yeah, boom, yeah, all right. Could it be that?
Bitch nigga.
Man, I don't give a damn how much money a nigga get.
I'm finna start pounding niggas when I get money. Come here, bitch boy.
Nigga just
right.
No, I'm gonna tell a nigga come over here. I'm like, hey bro, come.
Giving out free pounds.
That's why you gotta respect niggas like Mike Tyson. I go out there.
Yeah, giving out free 2 at a time. What's up?
Double pound. I can do this all day.
I can do this all day. This started off like that. It's like if I started off like that, now it's like, oh yeah, that's just what he do.
That's just what he do. Shit, niggas will be looking to get that pound from you, you know? They'll be coming out with all type of variances for the pounds, you know?
Oh,
no, but Carl, I feel you though. I don't know, man. That could just be a deep case study of why that may or may, like, you know, maybe money does corrupt, you know, and they forget where they come from, or maybe they never came from. That's just what they were taught.
Who cares, bro?
What time was this? What time frame?
Like afternoon?
Yeah, afternoon.
No, not after. Like, how many years ago?
Nigga, this happened last week.
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I was about to say, maybe the whole COVID disease paranoia, I don't know, but
nigga.
that's years ago.
Nah, nigga, just said, bro. I told you, bro, this show what he was saying. I said, bro, we in a recession and that nigga up in the jewelry store. That's just
an introduction on the show.
Mm.
It was the introduction on the show.
I missed the intro, man.
Yeah, because you're always late.
Well, you know, I get right out the gym and fly home, bro.
Javon be fighting.
Yeah, like we just did 20 rounds. I'm still in the same t-shirt.
No
See this knot on my head?
No Diddy.
See this knot on my head?
Yeah, I see the knot on my head. Man, that's it, bro. We gone. Until next time. Remember, man, make sure you get 2 cups of milk this summer.
Well, 1 cup was all it took to spoil his stomach.
Yeah.